So guys, I am officially going to be leaving Nigeria today. So guys, I decided to treat myself to food instead, since I couldn't get a lodge, because I've been trying to get a lodge, but everyone is just acting. I'm a bit confused, so I couldn't get myself a lodge, so I'm just gonna sit and eat. So I already ordered some steak. Guys, I decided to explain to you all what happened to me at Qatar airport when I was returning from Nigeria. Thank God I'm alive. Anyways, so basically, I had 8 hours transit in Qatar. I know a lot of you will come for me saying, how come? Why will I pay for a flight with 8 hours transit? I'm not going to explain why on this video. I will skip that and explain what happened that made me end up with 8 hours transit flight when that was not the first thing that happened. Okay, so let's move on. When I got to the airport, so I took the flight from Lagos and I got down at Doha in Qatar to rest and do my 8 hours transit before I can take the next flight that will be taking me to the UK. So, although I tried to get a lodge, what do I mean? I tried looking for a room to pay and sleep for these 8 hours. So, because these people were like, I think they were just making me go around the circles trying to get a lodge to sleep for these 8 hours, I decided, okay, too much of going around the circles, let me do myself a favor, use these 8 hours to just eat in this airport and just enjoy myself, spend as much money I can spend, not because I have enough money, but because it is one life. I bet let me spend it, let me just eat. So I agreed and concluded that was what I wanted to do. And the first restaurant I saw after all my round the circle in that airport was a restaurant that makes steaks. So I love steak. If you guys know me, I don't know about you guys, I'm a fan of steak a lot. If you know anywhere they make good steak here in the UK, please DM me. I want to go and eat steak there. Okay, no matter the amount, just tell me, I want to go. Anyway, so I saw it. I was like, oh, good. I love it. I went inside and I met the waitress. After all the talk, guys, just one advice, please. If you are going to a restaurant you don't know, especially if it's your first time of eating there, please always remember to ask them for a picture of the food you're ordering. Me, I didn't ask for a picture. It came to my mind to ask, but I already placed an order. I don't want to keep them going around there and the circles for me anymore. So I just said, it's okay. I paid for the most expensive steak there. They had, I think it was 2 steaks, she told me. No, 3 steaks, sorry. I paid for the most expensive one. And the guy told me, oh, you want it fully cooked, right? I was like, how did you know? I said, yes, please, it should be fully cooked. To me now, I believe they've been serving other blacks there. So she already understood that we blacks, we love our steak, our meats cooked. Because who want to eat meat with blood? You cut and then you see blood. Jesus. Anyways, I said, yes, so please let it be cooked. And she was like, okay, 1 hour. I was like, what? 1 hour? I was like, no. When I knew I had 8 hours transit, but I was like, no. She was like, no, I don't mean 1 hour for the food. She was like, she means the food will arrive in just 5 minutes, very quick later. So I was like, oh, that's good. She asked me for a drink. I was like, you know what? I don't want to upset my stomach. Let me just go for Coca-Cola. She said, okay. The place was very welcoming. Okay, I sat down waiting for my food. My food came, guys. First sight of this meal, this steak, my heart was like, what is this? This looked like a Bloody Mary. When I was in school, they taught me about Bloody Mary, and I know that story was really bloody like the Mary. Now, this steak of mine doesn't look like steak. I saw the lamb steak on my front. That was how a steak should look. Not this one baked with syrup. See, to be honest, I was going to tell them to refund the steak, that this is not what I wanted. But then, another mate told me, Tovia, be nice today, because me, I'm not ashamed to refuse food. Trust me, I will just tell you, I don't like this food. This is not what I ordered. Please make steak exchange. Trust me, that's my life. But I was like, okay, let me be good today, because all the waitress, everyone was just looking at me like they've never seen a cute black girl before. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and try it. You see, when I cut, because they gave me knife, I was expecting to be really hard. I cut through the steak. Hey, it was too cooked. See, almost softness was the name of this meat. I love my steak cooked though, but this was too cooked, overly cooked. I didn't understand this steak all my life. I was like, what is this? This doesn't look like the steak I'm used to. But I was like, okay, Tovia, let's try it. I even dropped my knife because the steak came with mashed potatoes and some carrots. In my life, I'm like, who even cares about this garnishing? They had carrots and I don't know what the other things are that looks like chef. I was like, let's just use the mashed potato. Guys, I tasted it. The taste was not that bad. The food was sweet, but the meat was just too cooked. See, it took me less than 10 minutes to finish that food because it was too cooked and too sweet. Okay, it was too cooked. So my fork just keep getting it like straight on. I didn't even need the knife to cut anymore. I was just using my fork to just draw it. You know, as a steak, you need the knife to support you, but no, this one was all fork throughout. Okay, I hate it though, and I was like, okay, when I check, it took me less than 10 minutes to finish this steak. I was still very, very hungry after paying that big amount of money, almost 30 something pounds if you can convert the currency to buy this food. I will be putting all that currency on the screen. I was like, okay, let me eat more because I'm still very, very hungry. I asked them, do you have dessert? And they ran and came back. Yes, we have dessert. They were way too nice. In fact, they were really nice. And here I give it for them. I was like, okay, this time I asked for the pictures straight on because I saw 3 desserts. I was like, can I see the pictures? The guy showed me. I was like, now I'm confused. I don't want chocolate because I already have something too sweet. I said no chocolate. The guy said, okay, if you want something really sweet, I would say go for the chocolate and something else. He mentioned the other name, which was what I was going to go for. I was like, oh, no. I will go for the third one that you said it is not that sweet. I mean, it didn't say it was not that sweet, but it just said those 2 are the sweetest if I like something really sweet. I was like, okay, I'll go for the third one. Brothers and sisters, this guy brought the third one, which was smoky apple dessert. Hey, oh my days. I saw the 3ness. It was looking really nice, well looking good. It looks okay for a good amount of a size of dessert. And then I started to dive into the food. See, when I dive into it, it was even way too sweeter. I mean, it's dessert, you shouldn't expect less, so I'm not complaining. So I left the smoky syrup. Okay, when I use it with the food, it was really nice, but I have to leave it because I didn't want something sweeter than what I did add. So I had the dessert. I had to force myself to finish it because I am not a fan of something really sweet. Please note that I can even eat something bitter comfortably. I like bitter colas. I don't like something to swallow. I love swallow. Very big fan of swallow. So I was like, you know what? I will finish it. So I had them. They said because I don't want to waste my money. Okay. Then after doing that, I was still very much hungry. I was like, I don't want to order anything from here. I saw people order chips. I was like, I should have just gone for chips and something else because this steak broke my heart. I was like, okay, it's okay. I asked them, how much is my bill? They bought it 40 something pounds. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I paid. After paying, I sat down there trying to finish my drink because I didn't have the drink at all because that food only took me few minutes to finish it. So I didn't even add my drink. So I had half of my drink. Then I just said, you know what, let me go. So I left. I went to sleep. After sleeping, because I went to take some rest, when I woke up, guys, my stomach said, hey, you have sinned against God. Guys, the pain I have never felt for years, I started feeling it. See, I went to the toilet. I went to the restroom. I forced myself to pull. Pull refused to come out. I forced. Finally, I pulled. Then I went to take my flight after all the many hours. Because after that food, I was left with just 4 hours. Then after the 4 hours passed by, I slept. I woke up. My stomach was still very, very hurting. When I want to book my flight, they told us we need to sit in the waiting area first. So in this waiting area, there is no restroom. So if you need to use the restroom, go and use before you come to this waiting area, because from that waiting area we'll board our flight. I said to myself, okay, I will be back. I went to the toilet again. Guys, this time I didn't see any poo. I forced myself. Poo did not come out. Poo refused to come out, guys. Okay, I was like, that is fine since poo has refused to come out. That was okay. So I went to take the flight, and then when I got to the flight, my stomach was still hurting me. Like, it was giving me this bad ache that I've never felt for years. I don't even know where it came from. Okay, so when I took that flight, I tried to force myself. I slept. When I woke up, hey guys, see, I have never prayed for my whole life for the flight to arrive in my final destination like I prayed in that flight. See, my stomach was hurting. I refused to go to the restroom because I didn't feel like I want to poo. There is no sign of poo, but the stomach was just biting me without no poo, because I know if I go to that restroom inside the flight, I will stay there for too long and people will start knocking, because that was what happened in the restroom in the airport. I know the ladies will probably be wondering, is that girl okay inside there? But I know they didn't knock home. Sat down, I slept. I woke up again. The stomach continued. I slept. See, I can't count how many times I woke up that night with my stomach aching. All the food they gave me that flight, I refused to eat it. I only ate the first one. After that one, I refused to eat every other things because I don't want to worsen my issue. I don't want to just, be in a situation where I don't understand myself anymore. I was praying, let's quickly land in Manchester Airport, or let's quickly land in the UK, or let's quickly land, oh God, I can't do this anymore. I was praying, God, see your daughter. I was looking at the time, calculating the UK time, because I had the UK time as my wristwatch, and I have the Qatar time on my phone. So I was controlling the time to be very fast, but the flight refused to arrive in the final destination. It took the 6 hours and 25 minutes or 30 minutes that it wanted to take. If it even took extra, I was angry. To cut the long story short, guys, we finally landed in Manchester UK airport. Once we landed, see, I was one of the first people that ran out of that flight. I'm usually that one of those people that always sit down to go get off last, but this time I ran. See, I took my bag straight on. I ran to the first toilet I saw for arrivals. I got into one of them. Once I entered that toilet, and guys, I was forcing myself. Paul refused to come, and guys, I spent over 10 minutes. I spent over 10 minutes inside that toilet. People were knocking. I kept saying, I'm here. I know they were wondering, is this getting normal? I keep hearing people's voice. What's going on? Like, is there another toilet? Is there another restroom we can use? And the lady keep describing, yes, there's another one in the hallway, because once you move to the front, there's other ones. There's another one next to me, though, but obviously people were using that one. Me, I refused to go out because I was forcing myself. Guys, Paul refused to come out, I had to then leave. I had to get off because I saw everyone has left the flight. I had to go past in my UK border checks. After going through the UK borders, because that one I don't need to stay there, I just put my passport facing the thingy, and then it says pass. So once I get off there, I ran to get my baggage. I finally took my baggage. Once I have taken my baggage, finally, then I went straight on to the toilet again. Nothing came out though. So what I just did was I went to the restaurant at the Manchester airport, got myself fruits. I ate fruits. Immediately I finished eating that fruit, I felt like I needed to poo this time. I went to the toilet and I poo. Like, it was even forced. Nothing. See, if you don't like this topic, and please bear with me. Me, I don't like topic of poo. But guys, I have to tell you guys why I'm saying this. Anyways, so just listen to the end and you will know why. So anyways, I finally get to poo, and even after pooing, guys, my stomach was not there. See, I am a very strong lady on God, because if it's some people, they will literally fall down and call the ambulance. I was holding myself. If you look at my eyes, you could see that I was not there. Like, I was not there. I was not the same person there. Guys, I had to rush to catch my train back to Scotland, guys. When I was on the train, guys, I could not do it anymore. I had to call my GP. I called my doctor. Like, I explained to them, look at what is happening. They told me it has to be 24 hours first before they go out. The only thing I need to do now is just keep taking paracetamol and water. I should keep doing that. I told them, okay. Then I already have paracetamol in my bag, so I always take medicines. If you're traveling, you need to always be prepared for the worst. Okay, guys. So I took my paracetamol, opened it, drank a lot, and then took water. See, anything I put in my stomach is a pain to me, guys. I keep doing that. Still, there was no changes, guys. I keep praying to God, telling my sister, telling babe. I was like, guys, I am not feeling the same anymore. It wasn't me. Yeah, honestly, it wasn't me. Anyways, to cut the long story short, I got home, guys. It was the same. I slept, I woke up, it was the same story. Nothing changed. I finally managed to cook, thinking I need to eat my own food, and I refused to order anything more. After cooking, guys, I said, let me eat. See, 1 spoon of the rice I made Guys, it gave me more pain. I just dropped the food instantly. I came back to my bed. I went to shower. Obviously, I've showered, came back to my bed, forced myself to sleep. I woke up. The situation was the same. Now, I told my elder sister, this is serious. She came to explain to me this is what it could be. Just relax. It will go away. Don't worry. Until you finish pulling all those things in your stomach, it will go. I wish I'm someone who knows how to vomit. I'm not really good at throwing up at all. If not, I would have forced myself to drop everything away from my stomach. But I'm not that kind of a person. So I went back to the restroom. I tried to pull more. Nothing is coming out. God saved me. So I just keep praying to God. So I finally got to sleep that night. Nothing on my stomach as I could not eat. Just drugs and water. So I finally got to sleep after taking all the medicines. My sisters were even the one who woke me up. They were like, Tovi, are you okay? How are you feeling now? And I told them, since I've woken up just like a few minutes ago, I haven't felt it before. Even if I'm just waking up, the pain is back inside. It's like it never left me, okay, because it comes up every 2 minutes and then it lasts for 5 minutes before it relaxes again. I was like, I haven't felt it now. I was like, I hope I don't feel it anymore. And yeah, that was how the pain just left on its own. Guys, again, I'm a very strong person. If not, a lot of people would have called the ambulance. Now, what am I gonna say? If you're traveling, do yourself the best and don't eat what you don't understand. No matter how much you have, just eat what you're used to. Eat what you understand. If I don't even eat, just get this foods in pack that's already packaged. Don't eat things someone has to make from the kitchen. Get packaged already made foods like your chips that are already made that you're used to. They are already made. You already know the ingredients and everything. Don't do what I have done and I regretted it 100%. I have the money and then I bought something I didn't understand, okay? So just don't do that to yourself. So anyways, that's what I wanted to share on this video. There's a full video coming up. So in the full video, you will see the food travel vlog, more clips, all of the steps of this food, when I bought it, when I spoke to the waiter, the waitress and the waiter, because it was two people that attended to me, even the Nigerian airport. That one is another story about the Nigerian airport itself. So that one is another story. So just stay tuned for the full clips. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Eat what you understand. Have a good day. Bye.